Hi everyone, Meg here. Just wanted to pop on and say hello. As you may or may not know, this eye is currently a little bit um swollen because I have an eye allergy, and this it's actually could be a little bit more red slash swollen than usual because I got out of bed and the cat dropped something, so on the way to grab it, my head slammed really hard against my refrigerator. I have my little mini fridge um, in my room, so I kind of have a sore head today. Yeah. So I wanted to say hello and check in. I wanted to tell you guys the truth about me. Um, I did not want to put this on my channel because I believe that I am more than my medical condition, but I figured I would let you guys know about it because why not pass up on an opportunity to educate people? So, um, my disability, what I was born with, couple of background facts. My disability is not from sin. My disability it was created by God. My parents did nothing wrong before they had me. So I was not born out of drugs, alcoholism, or any like addictions or any um, thing like that. But Williams syndrome is a rare genetic disorder which is caused by the deletion of genes in your seventh chromosome. I am missing a couple of genes, and it has affected my whole entire life. I'm currently 30 years old. A couple months I'll be 31, and um, within this year, I am hoping to get to my MRI scans that I do every other year for medical science related stuff. And when I die, I plan to give my organs to science, and I want to be cremated for the rest, and I want my ashes to be spread at my favorite places. But until then, um, I'm living out the best life that I can live, and part of it is coming to terms with my disability myself. Um, it's not easy to accept nor or even acknowledge that I'm disabled because it's not visible. People do not think I have a disability and or are fibbing it and or wanting attention. No, I was actually born with it, and I want people to know that it's a rare thing. It's 1 in 10,000 people as far as I'm concerned. It affects everybody in the way of like what I mean by everyone. I mean like there's no area of the world that doesn't have people with Williams syndrome in it. Um, there's people with Williams syndrome in literally every country, literally in every state. Um, and you might know someone with Williams syndrome or come into contact with someone with Williams syndrome in your life, and you may not know it right away because it's very non-visible to the non-visible eye, meaning 99.9% of people don't know what Williams syndrome is. Now, if I were to talk to you guys about, like, if I were to say, oh, I have autism, or I have Down syndrome, or, like, um, some things that, people can, understand, but even those disabilities are hard to challenge and manage every day. Um, and I just want to put the truth out there. I have a disability. I have a neurological component as well. It really affects my emotions, and it affects me in a way where I I'm going to therapy, um, and I'm learning a lot and growing a lot, and I am loving myself a lot because I am growing. I am stretched out like putty. I just I feel like I'm growing and like growing and learning. Um, my disability sometimes affects my speech. It sometimes affects how I see things. Matter of fact, it always does affect how I see things. And I used to be embarrassed about it. I used to shove it under the rug, and I used to not want to talk to anyone about it because I fear rejection. But it's time for me to be honest with you. Uh, I hope that you would look Willams Syndrome up on the internet and learn a little bit about it. Um, it's characterized by deletion of chromosomes, yes, but it is also characterized by these certain facial features that I have, uh, which may or may not be appealing to the whole entire world. Um, it's characterized by my muscle tone. My muscle tone is really bad. Um, in the past 2 years, I have been going to a golf outing in the summer, and this golf outing is for my friend and his football team that he is the coach for, the head coach. And like all of that community, I can get into that later, but I am very integrated into a local football team, and I'm very integrated into this world. I belong here. I should have a world that is made for me, but unfortunately, because my disability is rare, um, and unfortunately, because the world that we live in, it's just really, really hard for me to live in it sometimes, and I am feeling it right now. I just get so caught up in trying to help myself through understanding things sometimes. And I ask myself why. Like, why did God make me the way I am? I did not celebrate it. I did not rejoice in it. I did not love it. I did not care about it. All I would do when I was younger is shove it away and shove it out and just pretend that I was living a normal life. But apparently and factually, that is not true. Um, it just really affects my emotional well-being, and it affects um, mostly my emotions and mostly my thinking patterns. And I'm not ashamed to be disabled. I'm not ashamed to admit I have a disability, and I thought that I would just let you guys know. I want to create a transparency with you guys and tell you guys the truth. So that is a truth for today, that I wanted to let you guys know about. Now, I have lost a lot of friends with Willams syndrome, and I will be getting into that momentarily on another video. I'm gonna be like, this is part 1, look forward to part 2. I figured that I would be open and honest with you guys to help create a community for me and the internet, so that I can have internet community and hopefully build relationships somehow. I have built relationships in my real life, but I also think that I would like to be a YouTuber as well. So there's that. I hope that you have a great day, and I will get into part 2 very soon. Bye.